At this point, I've probably made a video of me just pulling this motherfucker out. I'm about to drop the phone. Welcome back. Some of you have probably seen before. Broke the diff. And then I went to the junkyard to go get me a used 8.8 out of one of these cars, as you can see. This is what I'm going crazy over right now. So these are the control arms, and I've had to cut the threads off of this side because this side is really stuck. If you can see that right there, that thing's stuck on there, man. And this side, it's almost out. Fuck me. So what's up? Is me, the only person that would be here. We got the bolts out. I brought this to some shop down the road, and they cut it out in like an hour and something. Now it's time to go wrestle and pull this one out and put that one in. So I guess I'll put it on fast forward or something. I'll show you. But yeah, the previous video is up of me pulling this one out of the junkyard. So if you want to go see that, you can go watch that. But let's get started on this fool. All right, so I don't know where the camera left off, but this is all clean. This is all cleaned out because I did get a little bit of dirt in there when I was pulling it out of the junkyard. And now it's on to this. Yeah, here, I'll show you. So if you know these cars, obviously, the ABS goes by tooth on the wheel for the rear, for the wheel speed. Yeah, and it wasn't wanting to come out, so I had to beat it out, and I thought it was gonna be the death of me, and I believe it's about to come out. Well, there went the whole inside of it. That's nice. Well, party sensor. So yeah, this is what's left in there, and I'm gonna have to beat that out with something. Damn it! The other one's probably just as bad. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is gonna take me a good minute. And that's just a piece of plastic housing that's in there, and that I just had to demolish. And now we're left with that right there. So I don't know if you can see it, but most of it's cleaned out. That's a little bit. I can get that out, but getting that out, all this. And would you looky there? That's what was seized. All in there. And yet, this is all a mess. Ow! I don't have a real shop, bro. You know what I mean? I'm doing this all at home. This just proves to you two that you can do the majority, literally almost anything at your house with the good, proper mindset and the proper tools. And for some of you know, the bottom control arm bolts on this thing were stuck. Took it to some shop. They cut them out. But yeah, and if you're also, just thought I'd throw this in there, one of these little inverted bits on these sensors, you can put a 10 mil, something like that. Or I'm sorry, that's not a 10 millimeter. What is that? A 5 millimeter will do it perfectly fine. So you don't need one of those special inverted bits. But you might need some strength and some patience to get it out if it's rusted on there like this. What's up? Yeah, so we are getting there. We got the brakes off. We got the shocks off on all sides, and now we're gonna get these two top control arms, and then we have to lower it. Figured I would just show this for any of you that want to do this kind of stuff. These springs really, when they're not in a coilover form or over a shock absorber, they are fairly easy to take out, and I'll show you. Not at all like everything's down. The jack's on it, it's still supporting it, it's still jacked up, but yeah, let's see if I can jiggle this one out. Oh, wow, looky there, that one came off right away. All I had to do was bunge down the whole axle a little bit, and it came out. So now it's time to jack it up and get those bolts out. Yeah. So I got it out. The bolts were not stuck, thank goodness. But yeah, it's kind of heavy, so I'm kind of wore out because, you know, it's hot too, and it's been hot most of the day. So my lazy ass, tired ass dragged it all the way over yonder with my crawler that's now getting squished. But yeah, let me show you this. So this is what happened. Here's all the metal bits. Well, half of them. But yeah, none of that. And these are the gears that are just obliterately stripped out. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Probably what's gonna happen is I'm gonna save up my money. Just not gonna do drag stuff like this and get a new carrier. I don't know if I'll get a new ring and pinion. But yeah, so I'm fixing to get this one ready to go in. So yeah, let's prepare for that. What's up? It's the next day. I've taken the car, my mom's car, to the dealership for the recalled parts. And this is where I'm at with this one. So I basically janged it in here with blocks, and then eventually got higher and higher. And then I set a cinder block in the middle under the pumpkin, and it's resting on that kinda, so it's time to start bolting it up, seeing if I can finagle it and bolt it up, see where I gotta jack it up on either side a little bit. I moved the offset of the axle best as I could to look like it would fit the control arms just straight up in there. So yeah, I left the sway bar in, so I'm just gonna jack up the sway bar, and that's gonna pull up both my control arms, and they'll just go right in place. So yeah, that actually doesn't make it a lot easier for installation, leaving that sway bar on there. It took me about 3 or 4 tries. I tried like 2 or 3 times last night, and then probably 2 or 3 times just now. So yeah, it's in there. I'm gonna take a break for a minute and get ready for the next part. This shock is so strong. Oh my god. Or I'm just weak. Or one of the two. I mean, shock's probably weak. It's probably got like 200 something. I don't know. Wipe this off. Allergies. So basically, I pretty much just about tried to put it in, and I was jacking up the sway bar, and the control arms and everything, and I was like, I don't have my springs in there. I should probably put my springs in there before I put it up in the air, or else I don't think it's gonna go well. But so yeah, those are in. I actually show you how I'm just doing it real quick. Because I'm doing this crap with the bare bones minimum. So there's the you probably can't see it, but the bushing sleeve right there. And on this side it's way down here. So yeah, I got some had to lift that up a little bit, had to move the brick forward a little bit, you know, resituate things. And yeah, now I can jack up the rear control arms. And yeah, so let's do this. Yeah, it's me. We got it in. Well, I said that every time, but it's not in, it's just getting closer to being in. So I got the upper control arm bolts in and lower control arms. I'm gonna take a break right now because again, this is very rough doing it like this, and very, very, very aggravating. So I use this for right now just because these were the bolts that were stuck so bad, so I put a little bit of this on there, stop squeak, you know, high temp, waterproof, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so when I was trying to beat this one out, I actually bent this side, so that was a trip, having to bend that a little bit back and bang it in. And then this one was, for some reason, a real pain to get in. Had to bang around and figure that out. Yeah, you can see the struts are almost near. We're like 3-4 inches away, like 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like solid 2 inches. Yeah, that's gonna go yonder, and this one's gonna go yonder. And this is gonna go into the brake. This is the brake cable, the ABS sensor, wheel speed, whatever. But yeah, the uppers are in, the lowers are in. Oh, wow, did I really do that? You see what I did there? You see what I did? There's a bolt head right there. And see, this is a nut. I don't care. I don't really care. I need to replace this. Someone kindly left me another one. I don't know if this is a thing on them, but there's like pretty much a brand new one right there. And it's been, as you can see, my exhaust has been rubbing on my control arm because of this hanger. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys on the next step I take. Yeah, the shirt, I think it just gets dirtier and dirtier. It's funny. But yeah, I pretty much got everything in. It's not tightened down yet and torqued, you know. There is a whole thing with tightening the bushings down with a load. But the whole actual drooping down is enough load for me in terms of that, and you know, premature wear on the bushings. But yeah, I don't care about that exactly. Not like that, you know. It's still drooping. It's still completely suspended. So I'm just gonna tighten the bolts. Like, ow! Oh, that hurt. That hurt. When you weren't looking where you're going. But I messed up on this. Some of you know this is the ABS sensor / I guess speed sensor. Really ABS. I believe. I'm pretty sure. The other one was stuck on this unit. The original ones that came in the other car, they were stuck. So I had to just bang them out. And me being a Riri I am and wanting to get this done, I took a press thingy, and basically this would not fit inside of this hole. So I had to, well, I didn't have to. I took a press and I pressed it into there. So there's no bolt holding it on because that thing ain't going nowhere. And I have to get this ABS sensor out. It's probably gonna get cut and destroyed. So what I did for this side, so I didn't screw my future self for someone's future self. Can't see it because I got the brake on and everything now. But I sanded that little cylinder of the sensor and tried to sand the inside of the axle itself in that little hole, but that wasn't gonna work, so it was gonna take too long. So I just took some sandpaper and sanded the sensor, and it fits a lot better now. I'll put a picture of it right here, but I'm just gonna reuse the old gasket. I'm gonna get hate, you know, I know, but yeah, it looked fairly good. As you can see in that picture, I just cleaned it off real nice, cleaned all the metal off of it, and then put some RTV high temp on the other side. And it's gonna sit there for a minute, and I'm fixing to go to Walmart and get the fluid because, yeah, everywhere else is like too freaking expensive. Yeah, here's a tip also for you. I've reused, by the way, I've reused gaskets in the past, and I don't think it's gonna be a problem. And I Googled it. Some people, I don't know. But here's a little tip for you. Thursday at Zaxby's. I don't know where you live, but in Georgia, Dollar Nibbler Day on Thursdays at Zaxby's. Just a tip for all of you boys who like the dollar nibblers. So, well, now you know they can be $1 on the Thursdays at the Zaxby's. So I'm gonna eat me my nibbler, and then I'm gonna go get the fluid, and then we gon' do this and do a test drive. Let's fucking get it, boy. Well, I just had the best time. So for anyone who needs to know, brake fluid will work for hydraulic fluid if you need it. Yeah, this jack's, I don't know how old. It's probably older than me. And the seals are broken. It squirts. You know what I'm saying? Right out there. It wasn't jacking up. Jacked up the other side. Didn't jack up this side. So put some brake fluid in there. It's good. So let's start this pig up. Let you guys hear it because you've never heard it. I had to pull the steering wheel and turn the key. It's been like 3 or 4 days, so. This crap over here, and we're gonna go on a test drive. Oh, so some of you are probably gonna hate me, but I didn't record the first drive. It is the next day. It is all together. It's good. I guess I'll take you guys on a drive right now. Yeah, I know I say a lot. I'm gonna say it every 5 seconds, but we'll just go on a ride and I'll show you how it is, what it sounds like. Yeah. Cold start. Yeah. This is partly the culprit and why I probably broke the diff. And that squeaking sound you're hearing, that's my throw-out bearing. I actually need to put a spring on it, and I'll probably make a video on that. There's a couple other people that do have a video, but basically you put a spring down there and it stops it squeaking. But instead of you putting pressure on it, it moves it away like that, but down onto the car. So it stops that squeaking completely. But yeah, I got an MGW shifter. 5-speed 3650 Tremec. And this thing does have 400,000 miles. The motor's not original. Trans is no longer original. Rear end is no longer original. Whoop-de-doo, boy. So I'm gonna let this warm up for a minute, and then I will take it for a ride and just show you guys how it drives. I took it out and I was scared shitless, okay? I drove and it literally felt like the rear end was about to just Mustang out from underneath me, you know? But it feels pretty good. And chirped the tires. I was really thinking that the wheel bearings themselves, let me just show you real quick. This is the old one, as you know, you've seen it already how it broke. But basically, the whole assembly did not like to spin as freely as this one did. And I was thinking it was because of the bearings right in here that this axle rides on. And considering that the ABS sensor was stuck in there and the bolts were stuck in there and that it was having a little bit of resistance, I was afraid that the bearings in there were going to be screwed up and totally rusted out, but they weren't, and it drives fine. So yeah. Alright, I had to turn off traction control because mine does not work. It says I'm spinning the tires over like 45, 50 miles an hour. But yeah, I'm gonna be one-handed driving, so this is gonna be fun for some part. Yeah, I think I need new sway bar bushings because it clacks up in the front. It might be the spring bushings, but personally, I think it's a sway bar bushing. We still got the tag from racing up there. I feel like the rear end walks now. Like it walks to one side really bad now. Not extremely bad to where it's like dangerous to drive, but like I can feel it. Put it in fourth. But yeah, it's Gucci, man. Fifth gear, just cruising. Got this semi it's stopping. What the fuck, man? We gotta wait for these people to come around this bend. Damn, homie, you shook my fucking car. Going, bro? Trying to shift with one hand in a turn is totally not cool, man. I 2 of this thing. I haven't drove it in like 2 weeks, so and I just when I get in these turns, man, it doesn't feel like it did before exactly. I don't know if it's just because I've done it and it scares me how like not ghetto, but how sketchy these axles are and how sketchy they handle from how they're mounted and have no maneuverability in the turns. It's crazy. But yeah. This is what living in the country does to you. Oh my fucking shit. Dude. Oh my shit. Oh my shit. Oh my shit. It's sometimes worse than this, dude. You see my car is dirty as shit for not washing it in a couple days. Alright, well, that we had to do real quick, almost low on gas, but it's alright. So, yeah, you can go look at my stories on here and see a little bit more of this thing drifting and all that. Mainly drifting. But that is it. Until next time, I will see you when I see you.